This is the story of High Wave Robbery. You can read along with me in your book. You'll know it's time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this. Let's begin now. It was early evening at the home of Drake Mallard. Gosalyn's clarinet squawked and screeched like a sick goose. Drake Mallard covered his ears.
Please, Gosalyn, I can't hear the police radio.
Gosalyn stopped her honking.
Wow! What is it?
It seems there's been a massive art theft at the Rockefeller Mansion in broad daylight. Duty calls.
As Drake turned to go, Gosalyn clutched his sleeve.
You never take me along with you on your big cases.
And for good reason. I, Darkwing Duck, am trained for this hazardous superhero stuff. You're not. So just keep practicing, and I'll see you at your school concert.
Then he vanished through a secret door. Now dressed in his purple cape and hat, Darkwing sped through the streets of St. Canard and his famous rat catcher. Launchpad McQuack was hanging on for dear life.
Gee, DW, Gosalyn looked kind of sad back there.
My lifestyle's too dangerous for little girls.
Darkwing swerved between two huge trucks. Launchpad gulped.
Yeah, and too dangerous for big boys, too.
Darkwing pulled up to an expensive mansion. Inside, he discovered that all of the valuable artwork was gone. Joan D. Rockefeller and her two security guards sprawled trance-like on the floor of the modest gallery. Launchpad stared at their blank faces.
Boy, that's how I feel when I stay up all night playing video games.
The super sleuth examined Rockefeller's cracked eyeglasses.
My trained eye has noted that every piece of glass in this room has been shattered, but there's no sign of an explosion or even a struggle.
Launchpad shrugged.
What could have happened?
Darkwing held a sack under Mrs. Rockefeller's nose. She sniffed, then instantly snapped out of her trance.
Whew. Oh, what was that? Oh, some special chemical formula?
No, my lunch. Egg salad and blue cheese. Now, what do you remember, madam?
Absolutely nothing. One moment I was here looking at my Michelangelo, and the next, something knocked me out. Oh my goodness, I've been robbed!
Where a famous painting once stood, a note was hanging in its place. Darkwing ripped it from the wall and read it aloud.
Since you have no chance of stopping us, here's our next crime. Look for us tonight at the Watson Theater premiere.
Darkwing crumpled the paper.
No chance of stopping them, indeed. Come on, Launchpad. Let's get dangerous.
After alerting the police to the robbery threat, Darkwing zoomed to the Watson Theater. Fancy film folk were already arriving in costly limousines under the watchful eyes of armed guards. Launchpad ogled the crowd.
Too bad you wouldn't let Gosalyn come, DW. She loves movie stars.
Darkwing scowled. Entering the theater, Darkwing and Launchpad hid in a box seat, waiting and watching for anything suspicious. Just then, three ushers pushed a strange table onto the stage area. Launchpad's stomach growled.
Oh boy, a snack bar!
Darkwing elbowed him in the ribs.
Keep your tongue in your mouth and your eyes peeled. We're here on business.
Suddenly, one of the ushers threw off her disguise.
Attention, moviegoers! I am Frequencia, and this is a stick-up.
As she and her goons donned strange earmuffs, Darkwing leaped to the ledge and grabbed a rope.
Desist, evildoers! I am the terror that flaps in the night, the winged scourge that pecks at your nightmares.
Darkwing jumped from the balcony, but as he soared over the astonished audience, Frequencia pressed a button on the fake food table. A loud, mind-scrambling screech filled the theater. Everyone's hair stood on end, and their faces went blank. That included Darkwing, who slipped off his rope and ripped right through the movie screen. Frequencia and her goons picked their way through the zombie-like audience, stealing jewelry and wallets. Soon they were pushing their fiendish sound machine out the door, and no one moved to stop them. The villainess threw back her head and laughed.
They can't even catch me when I warn them, the fools!
After many hours, the unconscious audience slowly began to awaken. Launchpad found Darkwing and shook him hard.
Wake up, DW! Snap out of it!
The dazed crime fighter clutched his aching head.
Yow! I've never been in such a completely mindless state.
You get used to it. Say, look, another note.
Back home, Darkwing pondered the dilemma.
The crooks are going to attack the city gold reserve tonight, but I don't know how to stop them.
Gosselin piped up.
Maybe I could help.
Unless you can help me remember what they look like or what their weapon is, I don't see what you could do.
Gosselin frowned.
At least I can play for you tonight.
Darkwing shook his head.
Sorry, Gazi, but this is my most baffling case, and I must devote every waking moment to it.
Tears filled her eyes.
But you promised. Aren't I even worth an hour of your valuable time?
Darkwing reached out and stroked her head.
You're right. I'll be there.
That evening, as parents and teachers filed into the school auditorium, Darkwing, dressed as Drake Mallard, found himself fidgeting in his seat.
I wish they'd get started. I've got to get to the gold reserve tonight.
Launchpad smiled.
Relax, DW. School concerts are fun. Why, I even played a string instrument as a kid.
You did?
Yeah, a yo-yo.
Finally, the lights dimmed and the music began. Parents smiled warmly as their children tooted and plunked their way through the musical arrangements. Finally, it came time for Gosalyn's clarinet solo. She stood up and put the instrument to her mouth. A loud, off-key squawk echoed through the auditorium. Launchpad leaned over and whispered to Drake.
Golly, DW, this tune is so good, it makes my hair stand on end.
Darkwing's eyes lit up.
Launchpad, that's it!
No sooner did Gosalyn finish taking her bow when Darkwing rushed forward and yanked her off the stage.
I've solved the case, Gosalyn, but I'm gonna need you and your clarinet to catch the crooks.
Me? On a case? Hot dog!
Later, at the Gold Reserve, our three heroes waited in the shadows, wearing earmuffs. Gosalyn was confused.
How are earmuffs and a clarinet gonna stop these crooks?
Darkwing squinted.
What did you say?
Launchpad adjusted his ear gear.
What?
Oh, never mind. Just get ready.
Just then, Frequencia and her goons entered the lobby, pushing their sound machine before them. Moving the weapon into place, she again announced,
This is a stick-up!
This time, Darkwing beat her to the punch. He held a microphone up to Gosalyn and shouted,
Play your solo!
Before Frequencia and her baddies could put on their sound-blocking earmuffs, Gosalyn played an ear-piercing squawk which Darkwing amplified through loudspeakers. The sound rumbled through the granite hallways. As Frequencia watched, the machine exploded. Her hair stood on end, and she and her goons collapsed to the floor. Back home once again, Darkwing plopped happily into a chair.
Case closed. I couldn't have done it without you, Gosalyn. When Launchpad's hair stood on end during your solo, I knew Frequencia must be using some kind of amplified sound to knock everyone out.
What?
You can take those earmuffs off now, Launchpad!
What you're really saying is that I play the clarinet terribly.
Gosalyn tossed the instrument aside. Darkwing hugged her warmly.
Well, maybe it's just not your instrument, kiddo.
You're right. From now on, I'm gonna play the tuba.
With that, she pulled out a large horn. As she blew a loud blort, Darkwing's hair stood on end, and he passed out.